Today on Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
Yeah, he's coming hard.
We chase a storm through the heart of South Dakota. Big coyotes are on the prowl. But how many can you call in one day?
Oh, there's another one. Another one. Right here. Right here.
You're about to find out.
So I'm trying to think what coyote's going through right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Bird down, baby.
Welcome to Foxpro's Fast and Furious. I'm Mike Dillon. We're in South Dakota, and this is a perfect storm. Ever hear the phrase, a perfect storm?
He's coming.
In my world, it looks something like this.
Right here. Coming down over the bank.
If you want a hard charger, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. Welcome to South Dakota. We've got a record low pressure system moving through. It brings the first hard storm of the fall. Wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour. Snow and cold lock everything down tight. For a fur taker, this is ideal. Coyotes will have an empty stomach, making our calls hard to resist. We camp just west of the snow line, smack dab in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota. And we wake up to coyotes right outside our tents.
That wind really calmed down. I mean, you probably have 5 mile an hour wind or less right now. Well, they said that they heard coyotes right outside the tent last night.
That's a good spot.
Okay.
We're hunting with the Coyote Doctors, legends in the Midwest. The name speaks for itself.
Coyote Doctors are myself, my brother Maris, and Paul Drayton. We've been hunting together for about 25 years, so we just decided we ought to hunt coyotes.
Before sunrise, we throw together a plan, then hit the road.
Looks like the wind changed
Yep.
in the northeast
Okay.
this morning, so we're gonna have to circle back down, come in the other direction.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Okay, let's go. They should be everywhere out here.
This is wide open country.
Yep. You can see a long ways. You can see them coming from a couple miles sometimes. So you got to utilize your glasses and scan things really good. So.
To do this right, we brought our ATVs. We head deep into miles of open country where coyotes have never heard a Foxpro scream.
Gets us to places you couldn't get otherwise. You know, you could walk it, but you'd only get about 2 or 3 stands in a day. It gets us out into the remote country.
We got a prairie dog town over the hill here. Slip over the top here, get on them.
Hunting with the Coyote Doctors is a team effort. We use a radio system, a legal tactic in South Dakota. We spread out and talk through the wireless radios.
Can you turn something up louder, Paul?
When you're hunting with that many people, you know, it's like you've got a different view everywhere you're at. So as soon as you hear the mic going on, it's you know there's a coyote coming somewhere. Mara spots the first coyote.
Change up some puppy lines or something.
Paul switches to a pup distress. The coyote closes the distance.
I don't know how much closer he's gonna go. Three and a quarter. Think he's gonna come any closer? I don't think so.
Waiting for the perfect shot proves costly.
I just thought he was going to come in closer. So did I. I thought he'd show up real pretty right over there, about 150 yards away.
Yeah, he wasn't showing any body language he was leaving. I probably would have waited too, just hoping he was gonna work his way around that way.
If we get one hanging up, you know, he's heard some sounds before, he gets hanging up, then we're gonna start switching the sounds around. You know, maybe if we were playing a rabbit to begin with, maybe we'll go to a rodent sound or a bird sound, or, you know, maybe we might try a coyote pup distress to try to bring him in the rest of the way. Bad news is, this one got away. Good news is that we've only just begun.
Coming up, the boys pick a fight.
Yeah, he's coming hard.
You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
The first storm of the season puts the coyotes on a feeding frenzy. We hit the trail about 100 miles west of the Missouri River. Brushy hillsides and open prairie land create a bit of a mecca. The further we trek into this untouched territory, the more coyotes we encounter.
Look, that's a big coyote.
On our drive out, we spot one chasing mice.
We just stopped about 100 yards back. We saw a coyote right up here in this bank. We're gonna go over the hill and try to call right over top of this hill right here. Here he comes.
We hit the call, but the coyote heads out of sight.
They must look as big as calves when they're about 100 yards.
So, we look for the perfect stand. Our goal is a hard charger. Our day flies, so does the action.
No, they look so big when they're muleys like that. $515 yards.
515 yards.
In a wide open area like this, you know, we really underestimate how good a coyote can hear. Stand after stand, we call infer.
Right in front of me, just a little bit to the right.
Just because you can see them doesn't mean you can make a good shot.
Yep.
Mendel hits high, and our count remains at 0.
That was a pretty coyote, too.
We've called a coyote in at every stand. We just haven't been able to finish it. There's no excuse for him to stop clear out there. Maybe on the next hill, but not on that hill. You know, I mean, they usually don't stop that far away. So they got to be seeing something or not liking something. We're probably seeing as many or more than normal, but you get in good coyote country and you set up right, you can call coyotes.
He's coming right down the hill, right down there. He's gonna show up right here. Yeah, he's coming hard.
You know, hard charger is the definition of fast and furious.
It's going to get exciting real fast when they're coming that hard.
Hold your breath and squeeze the trigger.
That is awesome. Midday turns to afternoon. Racing the sun, we make one more stand.
There's coming up the ramp. They're coming down the draw. Coming straight in. Down there, he's walking right over there left. Okay, camera's on that one.
Big adult coyote, big male.
35.
He's a big dog.
37.
There was 4 coyotes right down here in the valley. I saw 2 of them laying down, and they came right as soon as we turned the call on. They started coming, and came right up the very bottom, right up the cow path. And then I think you might have seen this one, Maris, on the left side of me, and it was the best shot, and the camera had the best view of him, so that's the one we took.
After 18 coyotes, we call it a day. Time for a break.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Up next, day 1 is in the books, but we've only tapped into the South Dakota action. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
We're in some brand new country. Yeah, never been here before.
The right place at the right time. It seems the coyote doctors have that cliche nailed.
Should we stay on top of the ridge, you think? We've hunted so long together, we almost know what each other's thinking.
I think it's a team effort.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a team effort.
I'll have this first point right here. That first point just over to the left, kind of. I guess we do have all our strengths. Maris has a built-in GPS in his head, so he keeps us from getting lost out here.
Probably logistics, figuring out how to set up the day with the wind, where to go, that sort of thing.
Me, I'm just along for humor.
I'm a pretty good shot if I can get steady.
I don't know about that.
Like all of us, they like to have a good time. But once they hit the field, it's all business.
We tend to think alike. We don't need to discuss when we come into a stand where everybody's going to sit. We just all go our separate ways, and we know right where to be.
We were using a lot of rabbit distress. I tried jackrabbit. Actually, we were using snowshoe for a good bit, and there's no snowshoes in this area, but it was still, calling in the coyotes. In a wide open area like this, we really underestimate how good a coyote can hear. To where we may struggle to hear it in the wind, those coyotes can hear that a long ways away.
We all have earpieces and little push-to-talk mics, and we can tell each other when we see a coyote.
When you're hunting with that many people, it's like you've got a different view everywhere you're at. So if you got one coming in over here, you know it because they're telling you in your ear that there's a coyote coming in.
This coyote has no idea how many eyes are watching him. He also has no idea a hunter waits patiently on the next ridge. He sits 700 yards from the call and 525 from Maris, the deadeye.
Killed him. Wow, that's quite a shot. We don't know how far that is, but it's got to be over 500 yards. We're gonna go get him. We'll range a couple times and see if we can figure out how far he was away. Wow, that's a great shot.
By the way, if you hunt in South Dakota, you might want to practice your long-range shooting.
525 yards. I felt pretty comfortable taking the shot.
Know your gun and know your optics and things like that. You're familiar with them. You can do a lot of things that you didn't think you could do before.
Like dropping a coyote at 1/3 of a mile.
Spend some time on the range, know where you're shooting, and I didn't have much of a crosswind, so I thought this is a makeable shot. So that's why I took it. I felt comfortable when I squeezed the trigger that it was going to go down.
Exactly why the coyote doctors are legends.
Oh, we killed him.
Still to come, We saved the best for last. Our South Dakota hunt finishes with a bang. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
Day one seems like a blur. Following the first nasty weather of the fall, the South Dakota coyotes turn on. Every time the Foxpro played, coyotes came to the call.
We feel that by howling first, it gives the coyotes an idea that maybe there's another coyote in the area, make them feel more comfortable coming into a prey distress sound. That's the theory behind it.
A perfect storm for a predator hunt. After seeing 18 coyotes, we nail a hard charger. A coyote running full speed right into your face. Lucky for us, it gets better. Mendel howls, imitating an intruder. Three coyotes respawn, holding up 400 yards downwind. Maris sneaks into position.
Right. Nice shot. Thanks. 399 with a little bit of crosswind? A little crosswind, yeah. I must have hit him just a little far back. He ran just a little ways, and I wouldn't say he's probably more than this year's pup or last year's pup, maybe. Last year's pup. Still not a bad coyote. A little scraggly yet, but all in all, successful stand. Successful stand.
You got the name Sniper now for sure. That's 2 long shots that you got this trip.
Yep.
Some come easy.
There's a coyote right on the other side of this bank, chasing horses.
Others make you work.
If we can get up without being seen, I give it 80% chance coming in.
He's out.
That sucks.
Sometimes the coyotes win.
I had him there. I had him in the crosshairs. I thought, he's going to come a little bit closer. Get it in close. Yep.
After 3 crazy days on the South Dakota prairie, our entire hunt comes down to this single stand.
Another one to the right. He's going up on your ridge, Maris, about 200 yards out.
He's coming. I don't want to shoot over Paul.
Well, that was a pretty good hunt. The old heavy shot did a nice job on him. He never twitched. That stuff hits him hard. That canine's broke. He's missing teeth there. He's got to be 6, 7 years old, I would venture to say. That's probably my closest kill. I was shaking like a leaf. That was pretty exciting.
He stopped at 10 yards and he gave you that perfect shot right in front of you.
That was awesome.
That's the feeling everybody wants to have when they're on a stand. They want that coyote right there, 10 yards away from you.
Your heart usually skips a beat and you try to find it, and then you get him in your scope and you're watching him come in. You're trying to look and where you're going to try to stop him and get the shot. So try to calm yourself down to make that shot.
It's just something you got to get out and do.
Good day. Good day.